Hey squatties, so I was fed this video today from a YouTube channel I had never heard about before. And it says here Harry and Meghan had meltdown over Trump winning elections. And there are quite a few other videos along those lines because, everybody's trying to get their content out there, tie Harry and Meghan to current events, get their Google AdSense, that kind of thing. I understand that. But at the same time, I don't see any evidence that anything that they're saying about Harry and Meghan's post election conduct um, to be true. I don't see it to be true, right? But still, speculation is swirling that Harry and Meghan are upset. They're having a meltdown. They're terrified about Trump winning the presidential election. I've done a couple of videos about that, about the consequences now that that Trump has won. And I certainly have my own fears, but I would say that my fears were very quickly allayed when Harry and Meghan came out like 2 days after the election and made a public appearance on Remembrance Day, right? Wearing symbolic poppies to honor veterans. I think this was at their home in Montecito. And they took this opportunity to highlight their parent network, and to speak out against the growing problem of online bullying against young children. And, to me, their actions on that day underscored their commitment to meaningful social issues over political drama. I don't think that they had even once mentioned anything political. So they expressed absolutely no political concerns. They just looked like two people who were, respecting and celebrating Remembrance Day, and people who were talking about, their parent network and the rest of the projects related to that they're working on. I mean, of course, it's no secret that Trump has, Harry and Meghan are not his two favorite people. I mean, and he's made his disapproval of both Harry and Meghan known, especially when he hints at reevaluating Harry's immigration status, an idea championed by Heritage Foundation. But I think Harry and Meghan have remained largely unfazed by all of this, cool as cucumbers, I would say. And, I don't really know why Trump has it in for Harry and Meghan. At the same time, I don't know if Harry and Meghan are on his top 10 list of things to do, or even a top 20, because he seems to have his hands full with his appointments and things like that. I don't even think he it's just not in his head at this point. I don't know. I could be surprised. I could be made to be corrected. Trump's antagonism towards Harry and Meghan seems rooted in their outspoken nature, right? And their ideas seem to clash with his conservative views on many different subjects, including the British royal family and so on. He seems to have been a very, very strong proponent of the monarchy. He really seems to have respected Queen Elizabeth, and maybe he wishes she were his mom. And I think he was really put off when Harry and Meghan, took the position they did to leave the royal family, notwithstanding whatever the royal family did to Harry and Meghan. I don't think Trump cared. Nevertheless, Harry and Meghan have refrained, let's all be honest, from publicly engaging in any back and forth with Donald Trump. They have not said a word. Instead, they have just, continued to forge a path straight forward and focus on their own goals. You know who I've never heard say a word about Harry and Meghan, but it could be on Twitter. I don't know. I'm not on Twitter. Is Elon Musk, Trump's BFF. And I'm hoping, I'm like, maybe he doesn't hate them, and maybe he'll tell Donald to back off, because I'm sure he has the power to do that. Um, But anyway, that said, I think that Harry and Meghan's choice to discuss online bullying instead of political matters and political characters aligns with their whole brand, you know. And we know there was a recent conference in Bogota addressing this subject, and they had visited Colombia back in the summer, back in August or something like that. And, I think they're far more concerned with global conversations on mental health and, child online safety and those types of issues more so than any political fallout from Trump's victory. I don't think Trump's victory is something that they sit in their Montecito chateau worrying about. They have other things that they are focused on. They're focused on their work. They're focused on their company, their causes, their brand, the people they're trying to help. And they're cool as cucumbers doing it. I mean, they came right out 2 days later to show us, here we are. We are not running. We're not going anywhere, right? No matter who's president of the United States. And I would say that in the video they made, they appeared very poised and unruffled. They showed no signs of this alleged meltdown that this guy over here and all these other, for lack of a better word, clowns are speculating upon. Okay. Um, Again, I think that Harry and Meghan are prioritizing their charitable initiatives and they're avoiding getting mired in political tension. Their choice to address social issues amid political noise exemplifies their maturity, right? And their choice to focus on positive change in the world over than reactive outbursts based on who's going to be in the White House for the next 4 years, right? Despite public perception, I think that Harry and Meghan are determined to rise above, they were determined to rise above all this divisive rhetoric and to remain committed to their humanitarian causes. That all being said, I think that's all for this one, you guys. Thank you for listening. As I said, I don't think Harry and Meghan are on Donald Trump's top 10 list of things to do or people to talk about right now. I think he has his hands full with his cabinet picks and other things during this transition period. And I think that, and don't quote me on this because I can be very delusional. I can be very delusional. But I almost feel like this time around, Trump is going to surprise us all. His cabinet picks are sort of not looking like he's going to surprise us, but I think it's possible that he could surprise us. And some of the things that we expect him to do, he's just not going to do. Anyway, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to hear more. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye.